please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. That is free of charge. So, as we all know that uButiskhumbuzo Mayaba, the husband to Unozibele Mayaba, or content creator, apha YouTube and Facebook, they recently got a baby boy. Apparently, Uskumuzo, he's been trending since when? I think it's 2 weeks back. Ogogo, a trend of being a deadbeat father. Uskumuzo unomntwana, I think umntwana wakhe about 15, 16, but umntwana wakhe o-able differently. And now umama womntwana has came out to tell her side of the story uba how is uSkhumbuzo not there for umntwana wabo. She did not say akakho there how, kachongo emotionally or financially or what. And then after that, there's someone that okhuphe ama receipts and was like, Skhumbuzo is paying every month 4,000. So what do you mean? And social media was divided because some of abantu were like, hey, Bosana, being a father doesn't only require you to be available financially, physically, especially umntana xa needy. Physically, you need to be there. You need to take your turns as data, blah, 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 blah. And I think this statement, maybe it might clear the air and events just to advise you, can you stay away from businesses abantu as personal like this. Guys, if you know, I'm a divorcee. It's about uButiskhumbuzo. Just quickly read the statement, which was released on Thursday. So, the recent accusations circulating around about my relationship with my eldest child have been incredibly painful to witness. This situation has opened old wounds and exposed deeply personal parts of my life that I have carried quietly for many years. I want to respond with honest humility and respect for everyone involved. I want to be clear. I have never abandoned my child. I have never turned my back on my responsibility financially, emotionally. What is being portrayed publicly is a single moment in a long and complicated family journey, a journey shaped by love, mistake, cultural silence, and in unresolved pain that most people will never fully understand. Raising a different able child in a black communities often comes with a heavy burden. We are not taught how to navigate disability with openness. I agree. Many families, including mine, were taught to hide, to cope in silence, and avoid speaking about what hurts. That silence creates distance over time. It leads to misunderstanding that can make someone appear absent even when they are trying to be present in perfect ways. Some of the hurt that exists today comes from my previous marriage. Those wounds were deeply and complex rooted in communication breakdown and conflicts that were never resolved. These are realities that the public has never seen and that I have chose not to expose out of respect for the people involved. This context is not shared to blame anyone, but to help others understand that there are layers to the story that explain why things look the way they do today. Through everything, I have continued to love and support my child in the ways I know how, including family intervention, even when circumstances were painful and complicated. This moment has humbled me. It reminds me how easy it is for world to judge without knowing the full truth. I understand the anger, the disappointment, and the conversation in the situation has sparked. All I ask is that people look at this with empathy. Families are not simple. Anyone who has ever been part of the blended family knows there are layers to every story. Okay. Parenting on its own is hard. Parenting a child with special needs brings a level of complexity that most people never get to see or understand. And the truth is, old hurts from past relationship leave scars. True. Those scars show up in ways outside might misread or judge without knowing what sits underneath. What I want to make clear again is this: I did not abandon my child. The people who have walked this journey with us on all sides know that. We've always had to be cautious about how we handle things because, of the end of the day, my son's safety, dignity, emotional well being matter more than anything. I can't force healing, but I can pray for it. Washa. I can I can keep I can keep showing up. I can keep doing the work. To everyone offering kindness, thank you. To those hurting and confused, I understand. I am choosing patient accountability and healing over public confrontation. My priority is and always will be my family well-being. I kindly ask that you give grace to both mothers of my children. Oh, Betuna no guys. Yho sana, uthi i-healing sana ayifoswa iyazenzekela. And true that we have to allow people to heal. That's why bendisithi ekuqaleni ukuthi even la sisi, she has a right to her story. She is telling her own story, whether it's true or not, because uSkhumbuzo apha yena kuqala akatsho uba what went down, what is true, what is not. Uyatsho physically, emotional, uyatsho financially and emotional, physically. Yabo. So as much as basizawufika la sithi hawu sikhumbuza right, hawu sikhumbuza akekho right, hayi besitshilo, hayi besingatshongo. We don't know sana what happened behind closed doors because ke mntakabawo kushushu kule mizi, kuyatshisa qhu. Yho sana andifuni ungahleki nihleka nje le pisi yobantu uba ukuhila akufostwa sana. And to be quite honest, xa siphuma kule mitshato sana, siphuma iintloko zishushu, ubhizi uhendishwa ngumntu wonke ngendlela afuna ukuhendisha ngayo. And it's very difficult to heal when you are still have to deal with the same person for the rest of your life, family yakhe, and if friends zakho nazo zithetha enye into as if they were part of this marriage. Guys, let's just be kind. I always say this to my